And today is living in Las Vegas. Well, with Valentine's Day just around the corner, I think it makes sense to talk about Valentine's Day in Las Vegas. That would make sense, but that's not what we're going to do. Nope. Instead, we're going to talk about public sex in Las Vegas. Where can you and your bestest friend go to have sex and not end up being arrested for felony public exposure? Plus, we've got real quick stories, live chat questions, listener email, and of course, have a drink on me. This is a Living in Las Vegas podcast where if you are going to have public sex, don't do it in a place that traps you for 30 minutes, because I'm going to tell you, that's a really awkward 25 minutes of conversation right after that. Let's get started. Baby. Living in Las Vegas starts now. Yes, it does. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome from Las Vegas, Nevada, that groovy little podcast that gives you a true first-person look into what it's like to call Sin City your home. The Living in Las Vegas podcast. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, kids. Look out! I'm sorry, officer. And now your host, a man who clearly needs some kind of introduction, otherwise you wouldn't know who he was. Sing about this guy. Mr. Scott Whitney. Whitney. Say it like you're fancy. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Living in Las Vegas podcast here on the Vegas Video Network. Lovely golf-like clap. And by the way, congratulations, because you're listening to or watching the longest-running podcast about Las Vegas that actually originates from
Las Vegas.
That's right. And by the way, it's hosted by a couple gorgeous, hey, move your cute butt. What was it that you said?
You're small.
You're small?
I don't believe I called it cute.
Well, okay, good, because otherwise you'd have crossed the line. Anyways,
I think I said your small backside.
Oh, that's even sweeter. And anyways,
it is Valentine's
me
Day.
And my small backside, and he and I have been, now what are you going to do? Oh, now you're passing notes?
Will you be my Valentine, Scotty? Will you be my Valentine?
We've lived together. That's not right. We've lived in Las Vegas for...
Oh, too long.
Way too damn long, which means we're not only going to cover what it's like to live here, but we're going to tell you about our adventures here on the Strip and on Fremont Street, downtown, other cool places here in the Valley. And by the way, if you're a visitor, if you're a tourist, if you're a fan of our fair city, well, our show is like your very own secret handshake to all things cool and happening and groovy here in the Las Vegas. We are live every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. at vegasvideonetwork.com/live. That's vegasvideonetwork.com/live. Join us. Get yourself in the live chat where beautiful people are currently swearing at me. and that's great because they're all kind of, real big on themselves because people in the live chat have become famous. I've seen them. They're buying big houses. They're buying cars.
They are?
Because of us.
Well, we keep the economy flowing in Las Vegas.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I'm your host, Scott Whitney. Konnichiwa, buenas noches. How you doing, hot stuff? I am the owner of this here thing called the Vegas Video Network. Been an online broadcaster for so many years, a little over 10 years now. And I'm joined by he who remains gorgeous. He who, in fact, has the cutest butt in this room. Woohoo! We know him as RQS. We know him as Drinky Pants. He is the managing partner at KSHP Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, we know him as Brett Grant, everybody.
That's me. How are you, folks? Good to be back. Good to be here. How are you, Scotty?
I am lovely.
Yes, indeed.
Today's over and under is...
Well, we've narrowed it down. We were kind of right on the money last week, weren't we?
We actually did very well last week.
Yeah.
So I'll
go 84 and a hook.
84 and a hook.
84 and a half.
And for those of you who don't know, a hook is 30 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will be here all week. By the way, new in the live chat.
30 seconds.
We've got literally 1,028 mad chipmunks in the live chat. I think that's a new record for us.
How many?
1,028.
No kidding. Wow.
And guess how many snowmen we have? 8.
8.
So
we have 904 pops.
I'm really kind of pushing for more snowmen. By the way, how many teddy bears do we have? 429 teddy bears in the live chat. It is the largest gathering of teddy bears,
Zoo animals.
of teddy bears, snowmen, and of course, whatever that other thing was, chipmunks, everywhere, anytime, in the live chat, on air. That's what we do. We are, of course, magical.
This is how chipmunks dance.
Okay, if you say so.
That's the gopher from Caddyshack.
But that's not a chipmunk, is it? Oh, that's Muskrat Sally, Muskrat Sam likes to take it in that. Anyways, I think what we want to do now is
Let's talk about sex,
Let's talk
baby.
about public
Let's talk
sex
about you.
in Las Vegas. Of course, this is a tip of the hat to our good friends Phil and Chloe, depending on
I'd
how
say
you
Chloe.
want. Let's
I'd
go
gotta go with
Chloe.
Chloe, yeah.
These two cute couple, Phil being of the ripe old age of, how old was Phil?
I think he was 31. Was he not? Something like that?
He was 27.
27? Okay. Oh, they're
Chloe
on the
was
front page of
21.
the
On the
RJ.
Review Journal. Yeah, they're kind of everywhere.
They might be on the front page of the paper tomorrow.
And God bless their little, not terribly bright hearts. They decided to have a little bit of sex in the high roller. Now, a couple
What's
things.
the high roller, Scott?
Oh, high roller is a large roller coaster-like device on the link. What's the link? It's the misspelling of the word link. That's what the link is.
It's that property right there between the Flamingo and Harris.
That is correct.
Okay.
And so these two crazy kids decided, it's February 5th. Why don't we go to Cabin 17, which is known as the sex cabin?
No, is it really?
Nope.
Oh,
just
I
making
think they're in
this up.
16.
This says 17.
Well, no, because I think Cabin 17
Cabin
didn't,
15 saw them.
and Cabin 17 didn't notice.
Well,
so they were sandwiched in
It
between.
says guessing Cabin 17 didn't seem to notice. Oh,
Right.
right. All right.
But the guessing Cabin 15
Oh, so
did
they might
notice.
be in. Oh, you're right. God damn
They're
it.
in 16. It's called a sandwich.
Sometimes
it's a
I
love
should-
sandwich.
It's a love.
Sometimes you should read.
sandwich. Yeah, I find that really overrated. That whole reading thing.
Okay.
So they're in there having the sex, and surprisingly enough, well, first of all, God bless Phil. Phil's a horny little dog. He decides to
How do you
take
know
it
it wasn't-
all off.
How do you know it wasn't Chloe?
Well, they're both quite horny,
Okay.
quite clearly. But he's taking off all his clothes, and he's doing things that are like Latin words. Cunnilingus. I mean, I've never heard of those things before. But those things were taking place. And, of course, if you are in Las Vegas and you are a tourist, what do you have with you? If you're not having sex, a camera. And so that was videotaped. Oh, by the way, they have those little cameras. They're called security cameras in every one of those pods. Is there any chance that the people who work at Lynx maybe saw that? Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking the security guard. Why is he opening his mouth?
Well, so
She's from New York. He's from Texas.
Right.
So they were apparently they might have met in Las Vegas at a bar.
Now, so here's
They might have been inebriated.
God bless their little inebriated.
I'm just thinking they might have been.
Completely.
Okay, but what time of the day was this? This was not late.
My guess it was in the middle of the day because they are displaying many things that imply lack of intelligence. Well, if you're being told by the security, basically it's.
One night Thursday. Hey, kids, would you mind getting your... Can't get too dirty here. Maybe you can pull out and maybe put your clothes back on. Would you mind just pulling out and get off of her, you fucking idiot? Okay.
So
Please put away your Johnson. Put it away now. Put your pants back on.
So that was what was said. They said, "Hey, how about you guys break it up?" And the
Could you imagine that the security? First of all, let's side.
How great would this be?
You're the security guard.
Right.
We got a problem in cabin 16. We got guy and girl going at it. Let me buzz down to cabin 16. Cabin 16.
Yes.
The entire world is watching you have sex right now. Please put your pants on. Put your dress down. Hey, I'm talking to you. Please. Now, would you not be completely embarrassed into submission that you'll be like, oh my God, we got caught?
Depends on who they are.
Apparently not,
But
because
here's the
they
thing.
decided to continue.
Well, so they said, okay, my bad. Probably not the place to do it in the giant pod. We will step out. We will step back. We will retreat. Oh, time's up. Let's go do it again. So they did it twice. They got back into it. Now, they were, after their half hour trip, again, I don't really know how long it took him, but Phil probably thinks he's quite of a stud. They, of course, came out and were arrested for a felony. Sex in public, I believe it was.
Yeah, they're charged with committing sex acts in public, which is a felony.
Felony.
So public indecency, I believe, is
I was
just
wrong.
a misdemeanor.
I must have been wrong.
Which is, carries about $1,000 fine. But a felony, that's the amazing thing about this. Now, a sex act in public. Let's discuss public for a second. Not pubic. That was already on display. Public.
Okay.
They paid to go into a private business. Mm-hmm. They're in a private pod. Yes, there's no drapes, and yes, there's windows. Is it really any difference than having sex with your drapes open in your hotel room?
Yes, and here's
Why?
why. Well, I'll tell you why. Because let's say instead of a pod, which is not private, you mischaracterized the pod to begin with, so the premise is wrong. But it's a public pod. It's a pod with windows on it, not tinted. No curtains.
Right.
It's wide open. As a matter of fact,
But it's not open to the public because you paid to be
yes,
in
it
there.
is open to the public for two reasons.
What's the hotel room?
Well, for fuck's sake, let me finish.
I am.
So, you can look out at pod 17 and go, what do you think? Pretty good, right?
But you can also look from hotel room to hotel room.
No, you
potentially.
can't because those windows are hard to look through. They're usually tinted. It's hard to see. But I will talk about that in a minute. Okay. So what they did is the equivalent on getting on, let's say, a roller coaster. So how about this? Come on, honey. Let's get on the Big Dipper or whatever you want to call that roller coaster.
You take the Big Dipper, honey.
And let's go on that and just hop on while we hit the loop-de-loop. Do you think that would cause a problem? Yes. But here's the thing. I am not against them having sex in public. I'm not against them having sex on the high roller. What I'm against is the
I just
fact
don't want to be
that,
the next person on the high roller.
Well, right. Bring a
Sanitation, please.
Bring some spray. Here's the thing. First of all, we have to understand that poor Phil doesn't know any better. He's 27. I have said many, many times that you cannot expect a man to be able to make a decision or know what the hell he's doing until he's 40. So he's 11. He's 11 years away from being able to find
11.
his ass.
Nice math.
29 plus 11
He's
is what?
27.
Well, I wanted him to be
And you
29.
even said 27.
Well, fuck off for a minute.
Okay, so thank you. She is 21.
Okay,
So
so-
she's completely brain dead.
No. So women are ahead.
Yeah, well,
However,
they're 25. They're brain dead till
however,
25.
I'll give them 25. That's fair enough. So they're both. They had basically the mental agility of a small soap dish for those people when they got in there, and they're making decisions.
So they're less mature than Cam Newton
They can't do it, right?
after the Super Bowl.
Right. By the way, just so you know, the good man Peyton did the same thing, even worse when he lost. He didn't even shake the hand of the other quarterback.
Maybe he couldn't find him.
Yeah, bullshit. All right, so here's the deal. God bless Phil and Chloe. I wish they would have just said, hey, Scott, can you give us some feedback? Can you give us some guidance? Can you help us a little bit about having sex in public? Can I? Not really, but we're going to.
They should have read Vital Vegas and their 11 tips to having
That's
sex
right.
on the high roller.
They should have.
Maybe they did, and maybe the high roller actually put their guard up and actually is now defending against. Apparently, this has happened many times on the high roller.
Of course it
that people
has.
are joining the Mile High Roller Club.
Of course it has.
Okay, so maybe they're figuring out what to do it. And if you're looking for
By
that
the way,
article,
and Philip, by the way, his problem.
can I just
obviously-
run down the 11 real quick?
No.
Okay.
I got time.
It's 11
13
real
minutes.
things. It's bring a blanket.
Right.
Ride when business is slow. This is 11 vital tips to having sex on the high roller. Use the cover of darkness. Tip a ride attendant. This is a critical element to your quest to successfully copulate on the high roller.
Let's roll this.
There we are again, tipping in Las Vegas. Not just the tip.
Come on.
You got to give them the entire tip.
Can I just put a little bit in?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Choose your spot. Okay, the G spot seems to be working. Let's go with watch the time. So a ride on the high rollers takes 30 minutes. Yada yada yada. Okay, that was number 6. Number 7, stay seated. Number 8, keep focused, men. Number 9, use moist towelettes
That's to clean
once
up.
the deed is done.
Of course.
Number 10, be prepared for some awkward conversation.
Right. Sometimes it's 25 minutes afterwards.
And number 11 is be fearless.
Right.
'Cause
So here
life
it is.
Short.
So first of all, that's just a geometry question. Stay the fuck out of the way, and that would have been easy to do. That's just geometry. Oh, look at that angle. They can see us. I can see them. That means they can see me. Okay. Where can you have sex in public in Las Vegas and not get caught? Number 1, spas. Now, how do you know that, Scott? Now, I will not will not disclose A, the spa that I'm aware of, and B, who told me about this.
Okay.
This is completely a secret. But there are spas in Las Vegas, maybe at casinos, hard to tell.
Right.
Not sure I'm saying it. Where sex happens a lot there.
Right. The couples massage.
More than that.
I understand.
Other things.
Okay.
Much more.
Gotcha.
All the time.
No kidding.
Happening a lot.
With lots of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I got you.
Quite a bit.
Okay.
Holy shit. Was pretty surprised when I heard the stories.
You'll have to tell me during our commercial break.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Holy crap. So, spas. Happens a lot. Go forth and procreate. I don't know.
And procreate.
But be careful. And by the way, I once was in a spa and tried to have sex after having a, this is not in Las Vegas, by the way. It was, oh my God. It was this stuff that we sat in. It looked like, not bark, but what's the really fine bark stuff called?
Sawdust?
Yeah, sawdust.
Okay.
It was like sawdust.
What are you talking about?
No, we were in this thing full of like sawdust. It was made of the same stuff a certain kind of tea was. So you're drinking this tea, and the sawdust. Oh God, it starts with an E, I think. And so the idea was on the outside, on the inside, you have the same stuff, and it's supposed to be. It was my very, very first spa experience. It was awesome, by the way.
I can imagine.
And I got up, and I'm like, I look like a Fozzie Bear. I'm like, ah! That's where I got my little smile, by the way.
Right.
Ah! So it's hard to have sex when you're covered in bark. All right, next, pools. Now, this is pretty obvious, not because you'd say, well, sex in pools is pretty obvious. Hey, sex in pools is hard, he says, with kind of a wink and a nod.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of like a looby thing. But here's the deal. It doesn't take much imagination to think that people are having sex in the pool. Have you looked at these pools in the middle of the summer?
Yeah, a little cloudy.
They're optically dense. You can't see am I wearing Hey, am I wearing flip-flops or not? Why can't you tell? 'Cause I can't see the fucking bottom of the pool. Why?
Yeah.
It's cloudy. With what? Let's go with suntan lotion.
And every fluid you possibly could imagine.
Right.
Yeah.
So where do you do this? Well, there might be, for instance, a lazy river that may have a couple dark spots that people don't see.
True.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. What is your little thing in parentheses there?
That was the lazy river,
Okay.
which had kind of a milky vibe.
Well, there are also some of the pools and at some of the casinos have the topless pools too. So you're
halfway there.
You're already can be doing things.
You're halfway there. Have you ever been to a topless pool in Vegas?
I walked through one once on my way to a heavyweight title fight at Caesar's Palace.
By accident?
No, it was on the way to the outdoor arena. We're walking through the Euro Spa at Caesar's.
By accident?
No, I was walking with my father. I go, Dad, are you looking around? This is kind of interesting.
Did your dad go, you are the best son I have? Like, I've got several sons.
I forget who we were going to see fight, but I'm like, why don't we just hang out here for a while? So,
right.
yeah.
This boxing shit. Fuck this.
Exactly.
Look at this.
Hell yeah. Woo.
Boobs. Yeah, here's what
And as my mom would say, once you've seen one, you've seen them both.
Once you see one, you want to see them all.
You've seen both.
The truth about all topless pools is this: there's 3 women who look great, and about 400 guys are going, Dave,
Right. Yeah.
the boobies. I like the boobies. Yeah, you dick. That's why you're all by yourself at a topless bar. Okay, or pool. Next place. All right, let's get romantic.
All right.
Love is in the air.
On the 17th
Let's
floor.
go do it in the garage.
In the parking
That's right.
On the roofage.
There's nothing sexier than having a little boink ticka boink boink at the pool. What?
Tomahawk said no.
Tomahawk
pool,
doesn't know.
at the parking
garage, I mean. You're in there. As a matter of fact, you might need
A little exhaust.
that exhaust might help matters. I'm not advocating that. I'm just saying it might help. Not for the whoop. For you, men, to be brave and not be afraid to have sex while somebody in a Hummer comes by.
Yeah. Hummer.
I just come up with a whole new name.
Yes.
I didn't come up with that, but it's pretty damn funny. They link together. So you're in the garage. So you start off, you're in the spa, random shit going on there. Then you go, okay, let's go to the pool. You dry off. Time to get back in the car, honey. You're feeling it again. Banging away at the garage. Okay, now what? Brett brought it up.
I did.
You want to do public sex, and who can blame you? Look at your body. You're goddamn gorgeous.
I am gorgeous, yes.
But you are a little concerned with that felony charge of sex in public, or maybe even the misdemeanor, whatever you call it, indecent exposure.
Right.
You're worried about that. Here's what you do. Go to your room, open up the window, get right up on that window, and have a ball. because no one can see in.
Not true.
That's not. It's true.
But maybe in Vegas. But no, you can see across hotel rooms all the time.
Yeah,
and see
in
inside.
Poughkeepsie. But what the fuck are you going to do in Poughkeepsie? You hope somebody does that in Poughkeepsie. But at the Aria on the 21st floor, trust me, if you're like, and you're going, I hope somebody's like into this. People are like, oh, that's the Aria. That's pretty nice. Hey, do you see? No,
Yes,
you don't
you can-
see. You don't see.
Especially on the hotels where you have not necessarily in Vegas. You're in Hawaii or whatever. You got the hotel shaped this way with the pool down at the bottom, and you go across and say,
Okay.
hey honey, 1409 is going at it right
Now,
there.
Steve in the live chat
Okay.
tells us sex in the window will also get you arrested.
See, that's what I'm saying. Is that true, Steve? Because I'm here's what I'm
Steve
thinking.
can't be trusted.
I don't see it as any different.
It is different. Well,
I know I'm not an attorney. I'm just telling you.
I don't, but I sound like one.
Yeah.
I sound like one all day today, by the way. It's been a shit day for me. Anyways, so you're in there, you're at it, and basically the truth is, I will concede, you might be able to see the outline of you.
You can see into some of the hotel rooms.
Depends on the lighting. Look at,
Right.
I know lighting. I do know that.
I do. You
so
do.
if the lighting is coming blinds you because of the mirrory thing, but if there's no light hitting you and you've got light behind, then you are in silhouette. So you really can't see what's going on, but you can get an idea. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. So I will concede that if you want to dip your toe into what feels like public sex, but the truth is, no one really can see you,
Right.
except for Brett, who has X-ray eyes.
I'm very good. I see, and Steve agrees with me. It's exactly the same as the link.
Steve likes whiskey that tastes like tennis balls, so Steve cannot be trusted. Do you
right,
understand me? Okay, so Steve, God bless your
No
little heart.
tennis balls, Steve.
Tennis ball whiskey makes you a little unsteady. We'll go with that one. Okay, so now what we're going to do. All right, babe, how'd that feel? Good?
Let's go for a ride.
Let's go for a ride. Let's go for
We
a
just
ride.
did.
Let's go for another one.
What did the leper say to the prostitute?
Let's.
Keep the tip.
Holy Christ.
Okay. Say no.
Please. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get into a car. Your car? The one we just had sex in the
No,
parking
we're
lot?
going to get a limo.
Limo, baby. Now, this is sanctioned by the city of Las Vegas. I don't know, but I believe it can be. Have you not been into one of those limos that has a plastic wrap all? No?
It's like your grandmother's
Just me?
sofa.
Is it just me?
It's like your 1972
That's right.
living room at your grandmother's
That's
house.
right.
Yes.
So in the limo,
Plastic.
they expect it.
Right. That's why they hose them out when they're.
They do. Have you not gone to, if you go down on Industrial Street, which is right behind the strip, you're going to see this big row of limos with people spraying them down on the inside. It's because it's post-coitus washdown. It's called a PCW. Post-coitus washdown, right? That's what they have to do.
I got you. I'm with you.
Okay.
I agree.
So you're in there. You're now, of course, a modicum of frickin' clueless here. And that's what you're going to do. You don't have the window down between you and the driver because that's showing off.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. You're going to take, remember there's two windows on that two windows. There's the clear one. He can still see you. By the way, he can hear you too. There's microphones everywhere. The black one, the dark one, put that up. He may be able to hear you, but who cares?
Right.
Now, you're not really bragging. You're just, performing.
just-
You're just doing the right kind of
Just
thing.
don't make any noise.
All right, so now you're right, which is like, well, I had like 5 really funny things. Nothing I can say because I would hurt people's feelings. Okay, can't do it. All right, so now you're at the limo. You've had sex. By the way, you've had sex 5 times already in public.
You are
sir,
a stud.
Stud.
Yeah,
exactly what I was
absolutely.
going to say.
Is this with the same woman?
Well, let's go with yes.
Okay.
Why not?
I'm just asking.
Oh, sure it is. Of course
Okay.
it is. Well, who would? Of course it is. Of course it is with my sweet butt and your good eyes. Well, what else would it be?
I don't think I said sweet butt.
I forgot what you said, but we're going with sweet butt. Okay, so now you're like, I think we've done a lot of the horizontal mambo bumbo. Let's get upright. Let's do something fun, like golf.
Golf.
This is your thing.
Let's go play golf.
Let's go play a little golf.
I'm going to go hit a ball in the woods.
I'm going to hit a ball. Oh.
Meet me with the. Unfortunately, in Las Vegas, there are no woods. I've played a lot of golf courses. There's a lot of rocky terrain that would be disguised as rough.
Are there no trees?
There's not a lot of
winds thing.
yeah, you probably could at Shadow Creek or at the Wynn, but
That's what I was thinking when
that'd be an expensive round of golf to go out and get some some booty.
She's given you quite a bit of sex. Pay the price. Go.
It's pretty expensive.
You're on the 5th hole. You go into
well,
the.
apparently we would be on the 6th.
Now on the 6th hole, and you go off into the
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you don't. Maybe they don't. Okay, fine.
I think there are places certainly
Bunkers.
across the country. Bunkers. You want to be on the beach? You want to bring a towel?
That's right.
That's a good point.
You're right. How about the Mandalay Beach? No, that's no good. I got the better thing. We're going to go in a bunker.
The seventh hole at, at the Wynn.
I'm going to bring
I'm going to bring a beach blanket.
I'm going to bring my phone and a little Bluetooth speaker. I'll put ocean waves on, and we're going to be in the bunker.
You guys can just play through. Okay, hang on a second. I'm having a little trouble in the bunker over here.
Right.
I can't get out of the bunker. Okay.
So
that's why you have the towel there, Mr. Access Vegas. Yes.
All right. So now,
oh, good Lord,
you've done it at the golf course. You've your limo. You're in the window. You've done parking, garage, spas. Okay. Now it's time to party.
I think this is probably the easier of all of them.
It's one of them.
You could actually probably do it on the dance floor.
That's exactly
I think you
right.
probably could.
And that is any of these high-end DJ like what are they called? Dre's actually. That's probably the best one.
Well,
but the ones over at, I forget the one that's over at Caesars now. Holy shit. All those things.
They all have stupid names.
Have you ever been in one of those things? It's wall-to-wall people. Literally it's wall-to-wall. So you could go up to, let's say, a significant other. Just not do something that you don't know these people. And you'd be like, ow! Well, I'm feeling pretty good. How's this dance? Best dance I've ever had. Done.
Yeah.
2-minute dance. Well, life's good.
40 seconds.
So now, are there other places off to the side? Of course there are. And again, Las Vegas wants you to have sex in limos and clubs where DJs are playing.
Right.
That's the law. I don't make up the law. And then 2 more, the back booth at Pepper Mills at Fireside Lounge. Yes, I know I skipped it. I'm coming around.
All right.
Don't you worry.
I think, if you walked in there with the old black light, you would never walk in there again.
Well, that's covered with black lights. So you see, if there was any spooge to be seen, that is, by the way, the medical term for spooge. If there were to be spooged, if you were to see spooge, that would be the place because it literally is a CSI lab at all times. It's black light.
That bit where the lady's got it on her face. That was awesome. I forget what bit that was. That was hilarious.
That was something about Mary or whatever it was. Wait, that's the hair thing. Okay, so anyways, the earring. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? I know all these shows. Okay, so you go now. If you ever been into a Pepper Mill, the Fireside Lounge, it is literally it's black as my heart. It's very, very dark. You can't see anything in there. What you can see is a glowy kind of freaky Halloween kind of vibe because of the black lights.
Right.
So what you do is you go to the very, very back corner in these booths. Nobody goes back there. Hell, there hasn't been a human back there in 3 years. You go back there, and if you see the waitress with the long dress, order the biggest cocktail you have so she doesn't come back for a while. Yes, I'll take the half-gallon Widgy Wawa. With that, 2 straws? Well, fuck, of course I'm with her. You may have 2 straws. Now, off with you. And she comes back. Wait until she comes back. Here's your Widgy Wawa. Well, thank you, honey. Here's $10. Find yourself another thing to do for a while.
Somewhere else.
Go somewhere else for a while. Daddy's got to do a little tickety talk. And now you're free to go.
Have we done this?
Nope. Okay. Okay, so now you're done. You're at the monorail. And
now you got to get back home.
Right, you got to go home. You're not at the monorail. But you're about ready to get on the monorail.
The monorail?
And here's why. It's the safest place in Las Vegas. Why? Because
you can't even get mugged on the monorail.
Nobody's on the fucking monorail.
Right,
you could go there and go, hey. The cameras can't possibly work because there's nobody there.
You ever make love on a real train? It's Tom Cruise.
So you cruise down the monorail.
Jeez.
You could say I had sex at Sahara, MGM, Paris,
and every hotel on
the
stop.
east side. You get to say you had sex there. Why? Because you had sex on the monorail. And that's it. That's your how to have sex.
I really am shocked that it's a felony, and it's $3,000 bail for these folks, which is $300.
Right.
And it sounds like one guy from Texas or North Carolina, wherever they're from, or one's from New York, one's from Texas, that more than likely they just met. It'll be interesting court appearance. It'll be interesting coming back for court.
Chloe, right?
Interesting conversation with a young 21-year-old girl's mother and father.
Yeah, and she's getting a lot of press on this, too.
Yeah, of course, the pictures are hilarious because he's got a big smile on his face. And she's like, oh, my God, my sorority sisters, my life is over. Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. This is the Living in Las Vegas podcast on the Vegas Video Network. That's our new jingle. This episode of Living in Las Vegas is brought to you by the Vegas Video Co-op. Because your online presence is often your only chance to begin a meaningful sales conversation, please take a moment and visit VegasVideoCoop.com. Do it. Highlight your business, start a talk show, or unleash your genius for a low monthly fee. Use promo code LiLV for a special discount to our viewers and listeners. That's VegasVideoCoop.com. Let's do it!
That was pretty good. I like the little thing there.
Add a little bit of reverb. This is part of the show where we let you tell us what you want us to read and then respond to, called On Air Q questions you're going to send to us. Okay, quite a few things to touch, but first we're going to talk about, we got a movie, a special movie in the On Air Q, On Air question part. Who would that be from? Well, we're global.
Oh, well, I already saw it.
You have seen it.
Yeah.
There was a sneak peek. We had a sneak peek red carpet event a little while ago.
Did I see the entire thing, or did I just see a snippet?
I think you saw the entire thing.
Okay.
Although he did add some stuff to it, so you may not have seen the final.
Okay.
He kept sending me, here's the final.
Wait, one more thing. Here's another final.
I think I got it now. Here's the final. Yeah. So may I present to you, all the way from Russia, or Mother Russia, as they never said that. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Stuart Poinier.
Hello, this is the Vegas Video Network Red Visor coming to you live from Red Square, the real one, not the fake one at Mandalay Bay. Anyway, some views. Here's St. Basil's Cathedral. Legend has it the architect was blinded by the Tsar to make sure that he couldn't build anything so beautiful again. Or was that the arches at Whitney Villa? I'm never sure. I always get those two mixed up.
Understood.
Anyway, round the corner, here is the Kremlin. Here's the clock tower, and this is where Mr. Putin has his office. I hope he's not in today. He will want to expropriate my cap. You can't have it. You can't have it. Leave it. Leave it. It's mine. And here's Lenin's tomb, where 2 days a week you can go in and see him lying flat on his back, looking a bit like this. Or is that Scott after a few devil's margaritas? Not quite sure. And here we are outside GUM, one of the world's most luxurious department stores. So let's go in. I'll take you through that door there. Here we are inside, and even though it's luxury, you cannot buy a Vegas Video Network visor anywhere in this shop. It's terrible. Who's that in the background? Hey, Mr. Russian, get out, move, move. Get out of my way, move, move. Here we are at the skating rink. They are playing a jazzathon. I think track 10, yes, vodka and tonic ski.
Gin and tonic ski.
Pancakes all the way from Dupas, and yum, yum, yum.
Pancake ski.
It's River Dance. Oh my God, it follows me
River
everywhere.
Dansky.
Really,
The giant
it's
heads.
River Dance.
That is just creepy.
Putin mugs, get your Putin mugs here. Putin mugs.
Don't see any Living in Las Vegas mugs, is what he wrote.
Yeah, that doesn't look very tasty, eh? Hey, try one later.
Try anything.
Within
We're
reason.
here outside the tomb of the unknown soldier, and I'm not saying anything here because I really will get arrested. Nope, still silent. So goodbye from the Red Hat in Red Square. See you next time. Oh, hello, officer.
Very good, Stuart. Very
Ladies and
good.
gentlemen, Stuart Poinier.
Well done. Well done from Mother Russia.
I have another story about Stuart coming up a little bit later.
Gin and Toninsky.
Toninsky. All right, this is also from Stuart. This is our first email. Stuart asks, I'll let you read this, actually. Here you go.
Oh,
Get you in
this is from Stuart?
Yep.
You asked me to send an email reminding you of some of the points we chatted about over dinner. It's 3:30 a.m., of course, and I am wide awake, so here it goes. Internet charge at the Wynn. It is $18 a day per device. Outrageous.
No, that's lame.
See, here's the thing. The most expensive places charging you the a la carte stuff. Where you go to the Motel 6, you're getting free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so I don't mind the a la carte, but what they're doing is lame. So he's
$18.
he's per device.
That's ridiculous.
Here's your phone. Here's your iPad. Oh, your wife has a phone? $3. Oh, I'm sorry. Does she have an iPad? Yeah. That's $72. That's just stupid.
Or you just don't use it and just use your own phone and not worry about it.
Which is what
At Caesars, if you are a Diamond Total Rewards member, you do not pay the resort charge. They make a big deal of this. But if you use the internet, they charge you also $18, if I recall. But at least you're here to connect with 2 devices. Spa admission charge, if you are not having any treatments at Mandalay Bay, is now $30 a day as of February 1st, up from $25. For a comparison, at the Imperial Palace back in the day, it is $20. And if you are there any more and varied facilities, I think it may become a new go-to place. Okay. It says at the Imperial. I'm not sure if that's... he might have put that in the wrong place.
Yeah.
So a constant deep fried... Oh, sorry. So a constant drip feed of extra charges coupled with the removal of machines and hence the atmosphere on the casino floors, it's not a great substantial growth model. I am finding fewer and fewer places I either feel comfortable in or welcome in. Encore to me now feels positively hostile towards slot players, like we are taking up valuable space from the club crowd. I won't be going there again. It used to be one of my favorite places.
Oops.
You have to ask Matt
By the way,
Goss
let me just say,
when
you don't want this guy not showing up to your casino, by the way.
Yeah. Well, he's a whale, right?
Yeah, he should not be toyed with.
Well, usually the whales get. I have a whale story from you as well. You'll have to ask Matt Goss when, figuratively and literally, does he think his ship will come in?
You get that?
Yeah.
It's funny.
Okay.
Thank you, Stuart.
Yeah. There was a buddy of mine in town a couple of weeks ago, and he moseyed into the high slot room at a casino. And there was one person there playing slots and had his card, I guess, or some card, on 5 machines. No credits in those other machines, just while he was playing one machine. So my friend went to go play one of the machines. And the person sitting there said, I wouldn't do that if I were you. He's like, well, why? He goes, because you'll be thrown out of the casino. Why would I be thrown out of the casino? You're not playing the machine. How can you reserve all the machines? You're only playing one.
Right.
There's no credits on it.
Right.
He goes, don't take my card out of the machine.
You had 5 cards?
I'm going to take your card out of the machine. And look at me. I'm taking your card out of the machine, and I'm putting it right here. Next thing you know, here comes 5 or 6 security guards.
Really?
Telling him that, sir, you're not going to be playing that machine. So it was kind of late at night.
Really?
So he eventually backed down.
Yeah.
And he called his casino host the next day and asked, or actually she called him, mind telling me what happened last night?
Oh, so he has a casino host.
Yeah.
So he's a player.
Yeah. So she tells him that person was a whale.
Yeah.
A significant whale. And they run the place. They do what they want to do,
I've
and
never
you're not
heard
messing
that
with
before.
them.
That's interesting.
And while I understand your point, it doesn't matter
All right.
because the whale
Wins.
runs the
Whales
casino.
win.
Yep.
Okay, this is from Michael Scott. This is the one of 2 Michael Scotts. Is it the same Michael Scott? I don't know. Different email addresses.
All right.
Michael writes, they are called Clark County Commissioners, not aldermen. Apparently we called them aldermen last time. Yes, Green Bay fans would come here to see them stomp the Las Vegas Raiders. Of course, this will never happen. Have you been to Wisconsin in December? Big Dog's late owner demonstrated that by bringing in boatloads of Wisconsin fans when UNLV football would play in the past. Who can forget the lights going out at the arena? This is a non sequitur. Right, you are right. NFL will never move here. We're not going to pay. I guess he's in Las Vegas. We're not going to pay $700 million plus for a stadium. I'm with you on that one, brother.
Yep.
Adelson would have to ante up to leave this kind of mark on his legacy. If it helps UNLV football, would be a step in the right direction. The Raiders concept is just a mirage or a distraction. Comment on Jury Duty episode relating to reality TV. A quote from a favorite pop culture author, Klosterman, quote, reality TV. It ceases to be reality once you put a camera on it. Then it becomes something different, which is really true. Couldn't agree more. All right, now, this is also from Scott, Michael, or Michael Scott, who is he? Where is he? Yeah. So I'm not sure if he's the same one.
He's in the UK?
No. We got. I think to watch the show, you have to be Michael Scott.
Everybody's under the witness
This is a
protection
real
program.
nice. This is a real nice.
This
email.
is from Scott Michael.
It's Michael Scott.
It's Chaz Michael from
You're killing me, brother.
whatever that movie was. Guys,
Killing me, Smalls.
have lived in Vegas now for nearly 17 years and lived in Nevada since 1992 up in the Elko area. Funny part is I've traveled all over the country and the world for work and have engaged in these discussions so many times that I have often thought of doing a show like this. And
Do you
lo
mean the
and
public
behold,
sex discussions? Because
I
I don't
was
want to
thinking the
talk to
same
Michael
things.
about that.
He says, lo and behold, here you guys are doing something similar for the past decade. Well, I'm not for the past decade. Scott has been doing it for the past decade. He only brought me along recently because he was brain dead for a long period of time until he decided to invite
The
Brett.
good thing you don't have to be smart to run your own company.
That's for sure. He says, which is awesome that we are doing this for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
If you are ever looking for additional co-host, correspondent, or content provider, got many perspectives and connections from technology, healthcare, and various industry perspectives from around the country.
Stop. We're looking for you to pay us $2,000 to be a correspondent, sponsor, or whatever you like to do. Continue.
He said, and I also do high school football announcing for one of our parochial institutions. On the MGM parking topic, one of my contacts at Caesars told me 6 months ago they were analyzing this.
Yeah.
That's at Caesars.
Yeah.
And waiting for MGM to move on this. Expect Caesars to follow suit.
Yep.
Although he says, sweet. Once the new arena opens up, people will naturally try to use Caesars lots to park for the arena events, and they'll have no choice but to institute these charges to balance out the parking activity just the way it is. That's a very good point because, again, people are going to be parking in various spots around the strip. So I guess what else is not
Yep.
what's not a Caesars at MGM property?
Sands and Sands.
What's
and
what's the Bally's? What's the
Bally's
Paris?
is Caesars. Paris is Caesars.
Okay, I know the Flamingo is, and obviously
Flamingos
Harrah's
is. So basically, it's
how about the Link?
That's Flamingo. I mean, that's part of Caesars. Yeah. So the only ones that are not that is SLS. It's
Well, that's pretty far. You're 3 miles away from
so
the
it's
arena.
Encore, and Wynn.
Yeah.
And then Venetian and Palazzo.
Okay. I'm
Those
just
are the
going to
only
go
ones
to.
outside of
I'm
those
going to
two.
go to White Castle, right there behind the Casino Royale, and then I'll hop on the monorail.
Actually, it should be this. The sound effect for White Castle should be this.
But every once in a while, you have to have them. Mike finishes by saying, "Let me know if you ever want to grab a beer to discuss ideas. Take care." Very nice. Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Mike's very nice email. Thank you, Michael. Now, I don't know if you recall, I've made some mention about a gentleman named Gary Romberg. Gary has been a little testy with me in the past.
Okay.
I missed him on a couple of Haddams, and most people go, "Hey, G Scott, you missed me. If you could put me in that twice, that'd be great." Yeah. Gary's like, "Hey, you fuckhead, why don't you?" No, he didn't really say that. I felt like that because I'm sensitive. I'm a flower.
Right.
And so he got wind. In other words, he listened to the show, and he's like, "Oh, I think I need to write Scott a letter." Here you go. I'll let you read this.
Oh, from Mr. Testicle.
Yeah.
Oh, Testy.
So
Sorry.
I call him. He was a little testy, is what I called him last
And
time.
what calling a man a little testy goes
That's
back
not-
to our
I
earlier
probably shouldn't
conversation.
have done that.
You probably should not have done that.
I think he misunderstood me. I didn't say he had little testes.
No, just
I
a little
said,
testy.
He's just being a little testy.
He says, "Hello, guys. Enjoyed the show. I love Las Vegas, and recent topics re parking and resort fees have piqued my interest. Basically, I agree with Mr. Whitney. Vegas started losing its cool.
Thank you.
Personally, I avoid casinos with resort fees, and I will do the same for those imposing a parking fee.
Stop.
Fortunately-
where can he go on the strip that doesn't have a resort fee?
Fortunately, I stay at a timeshare when visiting. One of the elements of your podcast which intrigues me most is the banter." There's a banter right there. Oh, it's banner. I'm
That's
sorry. It's
a big
banner.
banter.
Okay. One of the, it reminds me of my drinking days and sitting around a bar shooting the breeze. It's relaxed, it's humorous, it's entertaining. However,
Whoa, shit.
there's always up. There's always up.
Always a however. Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead.
Dear, I addressed an email, Dear Brett, and was called a douche by that Whitney guy. Check the tape.
Well, let me just say this about that.
Do you care to comment?
Sorry.
Okay. I attempted to explain a trivia question answer and was depicted as someone who could take acid and write letters at the same time.
Okay,
This
can I
is
say-
not true.
May I respond to that?
I've exhausted my supply a couple of months ago.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
So let me just tell you, you can take acid now. It still has an effect.
It stays in the
It's
system
a
for a while.
yeah, it's not like
The white
alcohol.
rabbit.
You take acid. So I was right. I actually was guessing he's an acid fiend. Continue.
Right. Now, because of your strict spam filter, 2 of my entries in Haddam have not been received.
He's a little sensitive.
I respectfully requested a please to be doubled up, and Mr. Whitney complied. However, I was called testy. Mm-hmm. I thought about quitting the show. However, we'll continue to listen and watch Roku just to see what load of I will be assigned to in the future. Notice my name begins and ends with a G. You are smart guys, wise guys, and should take note.
What the hell does that mean?
Gary Romberg, GG. I don't know. Notice my name begins and ends with 2 G's. Greetings. My nose is bent towards the wrong, towards tongue and cheek. Mr. Tessie, by the way, he says, P.S. I followed the live chat one night. The listeners in the chat seem to be local, seasoned, and very intelligent.
They're not local.
However, I read Danny's notes. And sorry. I thought about signing up, but would not want to interrupt the entertaining flow.
Now get in there.
Thanks to that Whitney guy for helping me out with my Roku.
You're welcome. By the way, get in the live chat. It does flow, but
Great, get in the live chat.
The people are super cool, man. I've never seen, and by the way, if I did see it, I'd ban them. Mm-hmm. Everybody is super welcoming in the live chat. So get
Testy, the douchebag with Frosty the Snowman. Way to go, Pops.
Oh, that's funny.
Pops is singing that. So Testy, hop in there, buddy. That's your new name, by the way, Greg.
Right. By the way, you should sign up and go Testy douchebag. Yeah. That would be so funny.
Testy douchebag that needed help with my Roku.
My name is Testy. Testy the douchebag. Okay, that's it for those questions. Let's move on over to real quick stories. I'll just do, how are we doing on time?
We're at 7:46.
Moving along. Let me see how I feel about this. I think we'll just skip the real quick stories. We'll move on.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get into that push-pull bullshit. I don't want to. I mean, this other one is okay.
All right.
Live chat questions. We got 2. First one from Danny. Danny asks, "When does the pool at Whitney Villas, that's Arches at Whitney Villa, get warm enough to swim in?" Oh,
What depends if he turns on the heater now?
Yes, right. So if I turn on the heater now, it would be now. It would cost me $400,000.
Well, the temperatures this week in the mid-70s all week long. Going to be a fabulous week here in the Vegas.
That's right. Great. Okay.
Come on down. 74 degrees here in Las Vegas.
Racers, hot runners. We're time to get in the pool. All right. Here's the good news about.
Do you have a outdoor temperature before you will do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Minimum 80.
80. So you're not far away.
We're getting close. The preferable 90. Even more preferable, 100. Keep me in a pool in 100 degrees. I'm happy. Now, here's the deal. The previous Whitney Villa 1.0.
This is the new improved 2.0.
This is Arches at Whitney Villa or Whitney Villa 2.0. The first one was a regular pool with a 400,000 BTU heater, heated quite nicely, approximately 4 degrees per hour. The new pool here, or the new house here, actually it's an older house, the replacement house here, has a huge advantage that I did not have in the previous house, and that is solar heating for the pool.
Okay.
Solar heating, as if God said, "Oh," I have a sound effect in the other place, which is a bunch of heaven people. I wish I had that sound effect here.
Right.
"Oh, you can have heating without paying for it." Fuck, are you kidding me? So last year, I think we got in the pool in like April. Because I'm like, solar heating on. So, what's the pool temperature have to be for us to get in?
Oh, for you it's like 88 degrees.
It used to be 84. Then we got smart. Let's not get crazy. 86. So 86 degrees or so. And so in April, we got, it's you think that's crazy, but when it's 100,
no, you're right.
Remember
right.
everybody, when somebody says it's 100 degrees out, when the weather says it's 100 degrees out, that means it's 100 degrees in the shade. It's about 20 degrees hotter in the sun. So if it's 86, let's call it 85 degrees, and it's 100 degrees outside, that means it's actually about 125 or 120. The difference is like 30 degrees. That water's cold.
No, that's true.
Yeah. So I'm not insane. I'm actually quite
I think you're exaggerating on the shade versus
20 degrees.
The sun.
No. It's 20 degrees.
It's 100. It's 100.
No. That's in the shade.
Well, all the thermometers are in the shade?
Yes. All thermometers are in the yes, Homer, for fuck's sake. Yeah,
what are you talking about?
I'm going to tell you 2 things right now. A, they can't see you having sex in the hotel. And B, all weather readings that you see are thermometers based in the shade. In the sun, in the summer here, it's 100 and 400 degrees out here.
It's 400 degrees.
It's 100 and 400. It's about 500 degrees.
That's like 1,400.
It's about 100 and 400. It's about 500 degrees. That's
Yeah.
right. No, but it's at least
All right, official
140.
official thermometers are always in the shade.
Thank you.
All right, Ted.
Yes,
Ted says
finally,
you're right.
the voice of
I've never heard
reason.
that before.
Of course it is.
Why?
Otherwise, oh my God!
'Cause
it's
why?
Fucking hot out there.
What-
Because the sun is an artificial thing. You want ambient
sun is
temperature.
fake?
It's ambient temperature you want. So you want shade to create the temperature of the air, not the sun beating down on you. By the way,
Okay, I
just
appreciate
so
that.
you know, Brett,
I like that analogy.
Have
I
you
like
ever-
that discussion.
have you ever been in the shade and walked out and said, "Huh, it's warmer in the sun"?
I always said it's cooler in the shade.
Fair enough. So good. Fair enough. Same thing. There's a reason for that, and it's because shade is cooler. Okay, good. So April, I'm hoping, is when we get
That's
in.
a long way to get the word April out of you.
Right. Okay. Question number 2. Glenn from Syracuse, who has a brand new hat, who will be sending a picture in shortly. Glenn asks, do you ever have listener meetup events? Yes. Moving forward.
Just not recently.
I haven't had one in a while. We used to have a bunch. We probably had 3 or 4. I will just say, yeah. If you guys want to think about doing that and you want to make that happen, okay. I mean, all these other podcast guys are doing it. I'm like, well, if you're in town, you want to chat with me, hell, let me know. We'll have a drink. If you want to if you want to organize one, let me know, and we'll put something together. But for the love of God, let me know.
Could we do a live show from a place that might sponsor us, and then make that the thing?
Found a place. Oh,
Could we actually do a live show?
Yeah.
Could you pull that off technically?
yeah.
Let's see if we can do that.
I found
and then
a place.
we both have a reason to be there.
I found a place this weekend that would be perfect
Right.
for like a live show media kind of thing. I mean, it would be perfect for that. They don't know that yet,
Okay.
but I know the owners, and I think they'd be thrilled to be a part of it. So yeah, I can do it. It's just a matter of people are busy. People are busy. So if I want to do it, I want to make sure people show up. I don't want to be doing all this work and have nobody show
I
up.
think our peeps would show up.
I don't know. We'll see.
Would you guys show up?
I'll tell you what. They will if we do this. Come on! Alrighty. All right, it's time for Have a Drink on Me. That's the part of the show where I show you a picture of a bar that Brett has gone to because he's a bit of a drinker.
Just a smidge.
And if you can guess that particular location, well, many magical things can happen to you. Scott, I don't believe you at all. Really? Well, there's probably a reason for that. But you can win stuff. What can you win?
You can win fabulous prizes from the Whitney Prize Closet, including the Vegas Video Network visor. Great music to accompany you in April when it's 86 degrees in your pool. Jazzathon. And because it's out of season never, it's Crisp Acoustic 1 and 2. There you go. Or you could certainly ice up some Stella Artois. For the 3rd week in a row, Scott's drinking Stella.
Apparently, I bought a lot of Stella.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
It's
that's
a
right.
fine beverage, by the way. I had one on Super Bowl Sunday.
Very good. And by the way, if somebody were to want to send an email to be a part of this, where would they send that email?
Oh,
Brett?
they'd have a drink at VegasVideoNetwork.com.
That's
have
right.
a drink, as it says right below us, at VegasVideoNetwork.com.
Now, here's the magical part about everything. Now, there's another way you can be a multi-winner. 2 ways. One, send us your email with a correct answer. There's one. 2, be in the live chat while we're doing this segment and having sent in a correct answer. Double your pleasure and double your fun. 3rd way, if you send a video or an image of the Gajazzathon or any of the other CDs in the wild with you in it,
Right.
so I can see you, triple your entries. Now, here's the magical part about this little show we call Living in Las Vegas.
What's that?
I don't like to brag, but magical things happen to people when they get involved in here. Like, what kind of things, Scott? Well,
They become titans of
Titans.
podcasts.
I like Titans.
Yeah.
No.
Nearly gods, but titans.
Not titans.
Oh,
They become a part of the galaxy of gods. There's a new one. There's Bob. Holy crap. He's about to get arrested and go to jail. These two did a thing and they have not been brought back. There is Craig, who's been to Las Vegas more than me, and I live here. There's Mike and Scott and Shan. Not John, it's Shan. There's Alan, there's Aaron, who's more talented than Alan. Have you seen her cards? They're magical. That's what Pops and Sammy and Scott said. There's Jackie. Where's Jackie? There's Christina, whose baby is smarter because of my music. Whoops, wrong one. Brad's dad and Don. There's a dog and there is Wayne. There's Mike. Look out! There's Mikey. There is Danny. And of course, there is Brett, too. Okay.
I like how you make up the lyrics every week. Yes, it's
That's
fabulous.
a lot of work. Those were not my best lyrics. Though.
No, they were best.
Yeah,
Cute.
a couple
They're
of
still
ones.
funny.
But quite frankly, they're appreciated. Okay, here we go.
Jackie, I've seen the Jackie on the Facebook quite a bit. She's been working her fanny off, and she is excited for Dodger baseball.
She's coming to Las Vegas this weekend.
Oh, there you go. See, there you go. That's where she is, Shan.
Okay. Let's begin with our entries, shall we?
Shan dances to the song, she says.
Does she?
Well, it's hard to dance to the song because Scott always pushes the wrong button.
Is that really,
At least once.
was it called for?
Yeah.
Was it mean?
Well, I'm the
Little Mean
director.
Spirit?
I'm just telling you, you pushed the wrong button. A little operator error action. At the link. At the high roller.
I got another one. Oops. Wait,
See? You
no.
did it. They told you.
Fucking-
He pushed the wrong
There are
button.
so many buttons.
Proving Brett's point. He pushed the wrong button.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't like you. You're not very nice. You're kind of.
All right, this week's
here we
winner
go.
was-
Here we go. Number one.
Well,
we got Jimmy Gallagher.
The bar is what?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that helps.
Good call.
Yeah, let's show the bar.
This whole doing a show thing.
I know,
is
that's why I'm here.
Much harder than it looks.
Well, I got to
Okay.
keep you
Thank
off
you
the
so
rails.
much.
That's a
there
pretty
it is.
bar.
It's a very pretty bar.
Yeah.
The hints were Lily Bar and Lounge, Lily Bar and Lounge, Lily Bar.
Are those
and Lounge.
lilies on the table?
Yes, it is, and it's at the Bellagio, the
Of course it
Bellagio Casino and Sportsbook. I don't know what that means. All right, first one in, Jimmy 2Gs, Jimmy Gallagher,
Is he in there?
and we're gonna have to do halves because I'm running out of yellow paper.
Yeah, we were out of them.
I know it's not a good day.
Don't go break it. I got to break my heart.
Don't go breaking. And Jimmy 2Gs is in the live chat, so he gets one for here and one for being in the live chat.
2Gs.
Attaboy, Jimmy.
He's there.
And we've got boom, 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 Tom U. Tom U is in the live chat. One for there and one for being in the live chat.
What does that look like exactly there?
Tom U with a butt, with my very cute butt. I don't
was
know if
the
that's
heart
what you
cut in
said,
half.
but that's what I'm going for.
Tom is waving. He says I'm waving.
Okay, next up, Steve I, the wise guy. Steve, one for Steve in here, and Steve is in the live chat.
All right. We had 21 out of 22.
Yes,
Who was
thank
the
you for-
loser that got it wrong?
It was somebody who saw it on Facebook and guessed. I don't even know where that came from. It was so weird.
Steve I.
All right.
here.
If I tell you the name Mike Lazowski, does it make you think 1028 Mad Chipmunks?
No.
Because it should. Because Mikey is Mad Chipmunk 1028, and he is in the live chat.
The Mad Monk.
There are a lot of live chatters going on here today, boys. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
We've got Rob Cole. Rob is sometimes
Is Sure
in the
Shot
live
Rob
chat.
there?
I don't see Sure Shot today. Oh, I'm sorry, sad. One for Robbie.
But Kenny says he's not here.
All right, Craig Daughtry. Craig is a past winner. To remind you what Craig looks like, here is Craig. Boink. Guy's been visiting Las Vegas as a property here for 25 years. So Craig gets in there. Very good.
But he's not here.
Nope. Stuart Pointer, another past winner. Stuart, of course, is our latest videographer. There's Stuart, Red Visor from Red Square.
Yep.
We've got Aaron Perry, who created that masterpiece right there
In 3D.
in 3D. Boink. We've got John Herman. John Herman, previous winner. Kevin Whip, who got the visor. We sent him in Canada, by the way, and he says it looks great. We're looking forward to him being a part of the galaxy of gods. Mike Q is in the live chat.
There he is.
Mikey Q. Boink. Good man, that Mike Q. We've got Michael Snow. Now, is that the same? No, that's Michael Scott. Michael Snow. Michael Scott is a guy from The Office. Interesting. But he's not in there.
Too.
Okay, so Michael Snow. Boink. Gary Romberg, known as Mr. Testes.
No. Is Mr. Testy there?
No, Mr. Testy is not in there. He's a little nervous to come in, but we invite him to be a part of this. Don't be afraid. The people are loving and embracing. Okay. Ken Anderson. We know old Kenny is in there. Ken Anderson. Double his pleasure, double his fun. And we've got Monica Fagan, an oftentimes visitor to the live chat as Binky. She is not in there today. And, of course, Eric Hansen, also known as Airport Limbo. I don't see Airport Limbo in there today.
No?
Nope.
He was earlier, I thought.
Was he? I'm sure, unfortunately.
Wasn't he the one talking to me about the... that was Access Vegas.
That was Access Vegas. Okay. Moving on.
All right.
I'm going to give Steve I another one. Just a single more because I skipped him 2 out of the last 3, and instead of becoming testy, he was just being nice. Right. So he gets another one. Whatever that was, I don't know what that was, but don't put it in there.
Nope, I'm doing something else.
Okay, fair enough. Matt Easton. Matt writes.
Matt writes. Congratulations, Matt. Hello from the teddy bear. Glad to see you boys are all right. I have a few episodes to catch up on. Caught last week's today and glad to hear about the earlier time slot. Being from Canada, our home and native land, I have a question. Do either of you know if the casinos ever run promos that even up the exchange or at least help a bit? My guess for February 2 is Lily. Thanks, your bud, Teddy Bear. That's interesting with the exchange rate because Canada is fooped when it comes to the exchange rate right now. So I would say no to that.
And he's in the live chat. So Teddy Bear, Matt Easton gets 1 for us and 1 for being in the live chat. My guess is no. And the reason they wouldn't do that is because then they would have to do it for if I give one of you candy, I've got to give you all candy.
It would be a big deal.
And that would be a big hassle. So my guess is that ain't going to happen. All right. Next up, we have Christy Coleman, who writes.
Christy writes. Again, congratulations. We have such an advanced audience here.
Very good.
Christy says, had a great time on our first time in the live chat. I usually have to catch you on audio-only podcast to make my workday more exciting. Mm-hmm. We are flying out a week from tomorrow. That'd be tomorrow on the 10th. And we'll be in town until the 15th. I'll take that drink for knowing the Lily Bar and Lounge. Have a good one, Christy and Rob Coleman.
Way to go, Christy. Thanks for playing
Congratulations. And welcome to town. She's coming to town tomorrow.
Hope you have fun.
Yeah.
I hope you lose. I hope you win.
Scott is the candy man.
Okay. And now we've got some video magic. Oh, no. We've got 3.
I'm going to throw the Danny. One of the Dannies in here right now.
All right. Which one is that one?
That's just one of the Dannies.
Okay. So that's, yeah. Okay. But don't.
Does she have a video also?
Yeah, she does.
All right.
Stand by. Do you need more yellow?
I think if you have 3 of them, I could probably make it work.
Okay. Let's get to the, here's our first Have a Drink on Me video submission by Danny.
There's Danny. There are 2 right there now.
I was just doing a little prep work for this week's Niche to Profit show here on the Vegas Video Network, and imagine my surprise at finding Gajazathon sitting there on the shelf. Now, I think this is a travesty.
Oh, that's some bullshit right there. How dare you do that with the Gajazathon CD?
You're at a thrift shop.
That's a $15.95 deal.
99-cent price tag is a serious injustice. But hey, score for me.
Look at that.
And the checkout clerk, she didn't know what a rock star you really are, Scott Wick.
Oh, she's stepping up her game.
Well, as far as this week's Haddam entry, well, that would be the Lily Bar and Lounge at the Bellagio. Maybe you can buy me a drink there. See you on Thursday. Oh, and Brett.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can thank me for no cheesy poetry this week.
Boom. So
That's
a lot of things
picture
happened
right
there. First of all,
honestly, that was Danny's best
very
video
good.
ever.
First of all,
did
you see her slip in her
Excellent
own
job.
little Nits to Profit play there?
Yeah, she did.
She's
Little cross promotion.
The thing I like about Danny is she's like, I'm going to sell shit, and I don't care if you like it or not. I'm like, fuck yeah, kid, go.
That's good.
Second thing, she was very mean-spirited by pretending to find my Gajazathon CD in a thrift store. Hurtful. Of course, if you go on eBay right now, I guarantee you can find a Gajazathon CD for less than its retail price. So all she did was remind me how sad my world is. Okay. What happened to Bob's? Well, I think I might have put 2 in there. Hold on.
I put 2 Dannies in there.
No, I know, but I think I might have put...
What?
Stand by. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I got to put Bob's in there. His got stuck on the back. Yep, I knew it. All right, next up. Thank you for that, Danny. We've got Pops.
Hey, Scott.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the Gajazathon CD and the Vegas Video Network visor.
You're welcome.
This used to be my lucky hat, but ever since I won the visor, I always wear my visor when I go out gambling. Every weekend, when my wife's out in the front room playing bingo, I'm in the back room playing slots. So far in 2016, 53 hours of gambling, I'm ahead. Been wearing my visor every time. Been bringing me luck. Everybody else should too. Don't just hang it on the wall. Take it out and wear it. Fly it proud.
100x. 800 times my bet.
That's it.
These nuts!
He's got his selfie stick.
Yeah, because I make this stuff look good.
Here's the fun
He's
part.
not throwing outtakes at us.
Here's the fun part about this. He's eventually going to move to Las Vegas, and at that point, we have to stop the show.
Yeah.
That's it. No more of that. Because he might actually come after us. Okay, that's Pops in there. Did you put him in for?
I did.
You put him in twice, right?
I did.
He's got a triple.
Yes,
All right,
yes,
here we
yes.
go. And finally, of course, we've got the big Bobby. Bobby, hit me.
Hey guys,
Hey.
I hope everyone made a few bucks on this week's Super Bowl game.
Nope.
Yes, I did.
Did you?
Here's the video.
Good.
The clues you gave last week.
Hey, I thought you bet the over.
I had under, I had the Broncos, and I had the money line.
Oh, good for you.
About the
Cha-ching.
flowers having anything to do with the location. The Munsters matriarch, which was Lily Munster
Lily
from
Munster.
the Munsters television show, and the water feature in front of the casino were right on the mark to lead you to Lily Bar and Lounge at Bellagio, a beautiful high-end bar and lounge. We dug around the Vegas Video Network family album.
Stop.
Wait, I get to be.
So
grandpa.
I have to
I'm
pause
grandpa.
as your grandpa. I am Herman. Danny is
Lily.
Lily.
Bob
is Eddie. Who is
Marilyn.
Marilyn?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's Marilyn?
Who is that, Bob?
Bob, who's Marilyn?
Aaron.
Oh, Aaron. Oh, yes. That's Aaron. Outstanding. All right.
That's okay. Good.
Very, very well done. Continue.
And found this photo.
I'm grandpa. That's hilarious. Oh, that's
You guys
awesome.
have a good one, and we'll see you next week.
I don't. You know, I have no idea how he does that stuff, but it's very humorous. It's good stuff.
Right.
And now Danny's chasing him, trying to do the
I
same
tell
kind
you
of
what,
stuff.
and,
yeah.
and I don't know if you guys know this, but I have this picture is on my Facebook.
That's the greatest
page.
picture ever. Yeah.
That picture right there, which is us by the pool, is my main cover on my Facebook page.
As well, it should be.
It's really pretty. I look like a giant lollipop and a little freaked out, but you, it looks exactly like you. I've seen you with that. Well, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
It's
that
probably too
tattoo.
much.
Yeah, yeah.
So, all right, let's pick a winner.
I got to put Bob in there. Hang on a second. I'm too busy.
I put him in one. You got to put him in twice.
All right, Bob and Bob.
Oh, what the hell are you doing there?
I'm doing like this.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
doing
Oh,
Bob
look
and
at you.
Bob. Like I
But don't put the back end behind it.
I'm just doing like this. It's
I'm trying to be
fine.
fair.
It is fair.
For fuck's sake.
You can't see who name it is. I told you we have. I was conserving paper.
I will not be talked to in that manner.
Conserving paper.
Okay, there we go.
Hi, we're gonna get a winner. Who's gonna win this
Here's
week?
the winner. Here he is.
Who's
What do
gonna
we
win
got?
this
What do we
week?
got? What do we got? What do we
We're
got?
gonna get. We're gonna. We got a lot of them in this week. I'm gonna pick this one right here. It's got a little sticky on my finger.
Guess who's the winner?
It's Rob Cole.
Rob Cole. Past winner in the big Haddam. Rob is I don't know what you're doing there. It's
I was
not the
gonna put
camera
it-
that's
I'll-
being
well,
used.
use the camera.
That's the camera, and now no one, of course, can see it because it's blurry. Give it to me, please.
There it is. No longer.
Would you give it to me?
Rob's winner.
Okay, Rob's the winner.
Oh, okay. So you could do it. There you
Well,
go.
because it's a fixed lens, for the love of God. All right, Rob, I will send you an email saying, hey, you won again. What would you like now, you greedy bastard?
He wants a vegan sandwich.
Oh, he is here. Oh, there he is.
And now he's back. Woo!
Woo!
And only
And
with
he only
one
had one
prize.
entry, right.
He had to go get Ken food. Was he like your little slave, Ken?
Okay, let's look at this week's Have a Drink on Miski. Stand by. Here it is. Boink.
Jim says, "Did you not receive my email with the answer on Sunday?" We must have missed a Jim call.
Fuck, no.
Oh, Jim.
Hey, send me, hey, Jim, if I missed it, just send me an email with this week's and copy last week's, and I'll put you in twice next week. Sorry
There
about
you
that.
go. Okay, what are we doing this
All
week?
right, let's look at this week's Have a Drink on Me. Clint. Hint number one.
I don't even know what that word is.
Yeah, you're right. I remember actually struggling a little bit how to pronounce it. Simians, Simians, Simians dig this place. Simians dig
What's
this
a
place. Well, if you know what a simian is, then you know what this place is.
Okay.
Number 2, I would have expected that their number 1 drink would be a banana daiquiri. Number 2, I would have expected their number 1 drink would be a banana daiquiri. And number 3, I wonder if this place is named after the hip-hop slang for female anatomy. Number 3, I wonder if this place is named after the hip-hop slang for female anatomy. If you know what this place is, you're going to send your email to haveadrink@vegasvideonetwork.com. Again, haveadrink@vegasvideonetwork.com. That's it, everybody. I think we played the under.
We did. Because you wouldn't let us do our real quick stories.
I thought we'd go long.
Yeah.
We'll do it next week for sure. Or not.
Well, we were only 70 minutes today. That's like the longest, shortest show ever.
It's one of them. But we're going to do
We're
an
getting
after
booed.
show.
Mike Q's booing us. Sorry, Mike.
Well, we're going to do the after show
Well,
for 2 hours.
The one guy you don't want to piss off is Mike Q.
Right.
What
Mike's
the hell's
like,
the matter with you?
Hold on. Mike's like, I think
I don't think we should stop.
Maybe you don't want to stop.
Maybe we should
I
tell a
kind of want
story.
to do, Mike. Hey, how about we do real quick stories?
Exactly.
Okay. That's it for everybody. Thanks, everybody, for playing along. You guys are the awesomest of the awesome. If you want to check us out, you can send us an email to onairq@livinginlv.com. Again, onairq@livinginlv.com. If you want to put your voice on our show, you can send us a voicemail via our website. All you got to do is click that little red tab on the homepage, and that will click a little button that you'll click, and then you'll have a microphone and do some stuff, and that'll be pretty magical. So leave us a voicemail. Okay. We're also on the iTunes. Leave us a 5-star review. We're on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up. Share us with your friends and family. Also, we are all over the place. We're on YouTube and Roku and Stitcher and TuneIn and Chromecast and Apple, Google, and Fire TV. Google Play has just begun to start doing podcasts, so we'll probably be there in a second. And, of course, the Vegas Video Network. I'm your host, Scott Whitney. That young man there, he calls me Sweet Cheeks.
That's not what I called you.
I don't even know what you call
Itty
me.
bitty booty.
Itty bitty booty. That's my new nickname. By the way, that's my military. I was Sergeant Itty bitty booty to you. We'll see you guys next week on the Living in Las Vegas podcast. Take care, everybody.
Sugar Bun 702.
That's funny right there. Who wrote that?
That was Mike Q.
Like, you're funny. Please don't shoot me.